What's happening, sports fans? Welcome back to another episode of Mom and Papa Joe. Simple cook today. It's the middle of the week, cold day. We're going to do some tacos, beef tongue tacos. Check this out. Here we got a beautiful beef tongue, man, weighing in right at 3.84 pounds. Gonna get this to the sink real quick, rinse and dry it off. And I'm here to tell you, don't let the look of this piece of meat steer you away from it, turn you off. It's a delicious cut of meat. The texture is great. It's so flavorful. There's no whole lot of prep to it. And there's simpler ways of cooking this than the way I'm gonna do it today, folks. You know I like to complicate things. So to start, we're just gonna knock off anything that's scraggly, get it streamlined a little bit. So here we are, we're good to go. Folks, for those of you who don't know anything about beef tongue, it's got a very thick coating that's almost 1/8 of an inch thick that can be removed before you cook it, but doing so really destroy the meat underneath and you're gonna lose a lot of it. So I always wait until after I'm cooked to remove that, and you'll see that shortly. We're gonna be doing this in oil, a confit. So let me get that ready. We're going to be using our cast iron skillet today. What I've got here is about 12 cups of smoked beef tallow and just a little that was done in the oven. You can see the difference in the color. When you're doing this, you want to use the narrowest size pot that you can pretty much find. That way it won't take as much tallow. So in with our tongue. To that I'm going to add piece of onion, some fresh thyme, a couple of bay leaves, a couple of cloves of garlic, and some peppercorns. This beef tallow is heated up to get it to melt. That right there is about 6 cups. And again, this was smoked, folks. So I want to say we're right about 7 cups of tallow, and we're completely submerged. I'm going to put a lid on this, and this is going to go into a preheated 225-degree oven. You can cook this hotter, but I like that temperature. Folks, there are quicker ways of doing this. You can pressure cook this, Instapot. You can boil it on the stove in water, but nothing beats the confit. All right, let's head to the oven. 225, we might be looking at 3 or 4 hours. Again, I'm not in any rush. All right, 3.5 hours, folks. Smells really good in here. Man, she's swole up nicely. Probes well. So we're probing 205, 207, and it's all about the probe. Very tender. So we're going to turn this off, and all we're going to do here is allow this to cool in this oil, and we'll bring you back when it's time for the next step. We are at an hour of resting in our juice. We're getting ready to take her out of here and get her peeled. Oh, there we go. And the idea behind resting this or cooling this in a liquid is primarily for storage. You know, the lack of oxygen is going to preserve it, but in the short term, cooling it in the fat allows this to stay moist and kind of absorb a little bit of the oil as it cools. And I'm here to tell you, this is ready to be eaten right now, but we're going to level things up. Oh, I love this texture, man. I love it. Oh, look at the juices. Look at that shine. So flavorful. And we haven't added any salt yet. So we're going to season this, folks, before we put it on the smoker for a little bit with some Uncle Steve's smoke bomb. A nice healthy coating. And that's it. We're going to head outside and get our little kettle cranked up. We got about 12 briquettes, so we're not looking to cook. We're just looking to smoke. Got a piece of wood of your choosing, and we want to smoke this for about a half an hour. 15 minutes in, I'm going to come here and just do a flip. Definitely want my vent over the protein to draw some of that smoke. Exactly half an hour. And that's all the smoke I need right there. We're going to get this inside sliced up and getting ready for the final step. Smells nice and smoky, man. And if you don't already know, this is very similar to a brisket in that you've got a lean end and then you've got a fatty end. So maybe we'll try to get a combination of both. Let's see if we can't just go right down the middle. Without making too big a mess. Oh yeah. Look at these juices, man. And from here, we're just gonna cube. This thing cuts like butter, man. All right, so we've got an awesome combination of lean and fatty. We're gonna take this to the stove, folks. Got a cast iron pan heating up. Got just a little bit of that beef tallow we used in this cast iron pot. Come back with just a little more Uncle Steve's smoke bomb and a little garlic herb. And we're going to just build a little crust on this before we get our tacos. And I can see it developing already. Oh my goodness. All right, folks, let's build some tacos. And folks, it's up to you how heavy you want to go with this deliciousness. Cilantro and onions. We're going to keep these tacos simple. We want the essence of this tongue. Salsa roja from one of our favorite spots. Folks, this is yours. You can do whatever you want with this. If you wanted to add cheese, you absolutely could. Oh, here we are, folks. Time to give one of these a go. That's a nice looking taco right there. Fully loaded. Fully loaded. So tender. Oh, it's totally well seasoned, man. Oh my goodness. You cannot go wrong with this recipe right here. You know, I did some extra, but totally worth it. If you want to just confit, slice it up and eat, it's going to be just maybe not as delicious, but it's going to be delicious. I want to thank you guys and gals as usual for hanging out with Mom and Papa Joe. We really appreciate it. Be on the lookout for another video coming very soon. In the meantime, Mom and I want you guys to take care of yourselves, love each other, and we'll see you when we see you. Holla!